Jarvis, you there?
At your service, sir.
Gauge heads-up display.
Check.
4-door preferences from home interface.
Will do, sir.
Yeah, what up, Solo? Is everything sounding good right now?
Yeah, bro, you sounding Gucci, bro, like always, man.
I want to make sure I don't come in and mess with the echoes and all that other stuff because we got our own settings. I want to make sure we didn't mess up your show.
Hey, Myron, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a little pissed at you, bro. Like every time I come to Miami, you duck in the interview, my nigga. Like Fresh, I can get Fresh. If I tell Fresh, hey, let's do an interview, Fresh will be there in 5 minutes with his little dog and a girl just to stunt. But Myron be like, yeah, let's do the interview right now, bro. I just did a 3-hour show. I'm kind of tired. You could even hear like my voice. I was like hella dehydrated, right, Myron? And I think even you could tell, like in the show, like, okay, like people were like, yo, something off with Solo, but I was just dehydrated, bro.
Well, hold on. You got to tell them the full story. Remember, we're at the Asian restaurant. I said, yo, if you want to do that interview right now, we could do it. You're like, nah, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
Bro, we're at the Asian restaurant. How are we going to do the interview when it's loud as fuck?
No, I told you, I was like, yo, bro, as soon as we're done eating the sushi, let's go do an interview. Like, nah, bro, I'm tired. It's 2 a.m.
bro, it was like 5 a.m, 4 a.m.
Hey, man, I was ready, though. I'm always ready.
Hey, Myron, let's talk about that. One thing I love about you, bro, is your work ethic is insane, right? And I know in the CME, shout out to Minister Japp, he was there, and Donovan for throwing that together. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned that you got your work ethic from your father. Can you go into how that translated, how you saw your dad do it, and then how that like convicted you or inspired you to have that work ethic, bro?
Yeah. Basically, for those that don't know, Myron Gaines, one half of the Fresh Fit podcast. Yeah, my parents are from Sudan, which is in North Africa. So for all you guys that try to say, Myron, why you say nigga? I could say it more than you guys. Like, I'm really African-American, like for real. My parents were born over there. They came here in the 80s.
Wait, Myron, remember when I used to do this? Before people said, oh, you're biting Fresh and Fit? Go ahead, Myron.
I tell people all the time that you started that. You know what I'm saying?
Myron, you know what's funny? I got people in my chat coming out saying, yo, why are you trying to bite Fresh and Fit, man? They doing the Don DeMarco. I'm like, motherfucker, do you know who I am? Like, come on, man. Go ahead, Myron. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
No, just basically, so just the Cliff Notes version is my parents came here in the 80s. They didn't speak English. My dad was driving a cab in New York City in the 80s when it was the most dangerous time to be in Brooklyn. And, I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and then I lived there until I was 9 years old. But like coming up, like my dad had been robbed multiple times as a cab driver. For those that don't know, like Brooklyn in the 80s was real dangerous, like crazy. This is before Giuliani came in. So there was a crazy crime spike. So he was getting robbed. He got hit at a gas station one time by a hit and run, all this stuff. And one time he actually got put in a cast on his leg. And he refused to take welfare. And for like several months, because he didn't have health insurance, my mom had to come downstairs, get him, bring him up to the second-story apartment every day and back so he can go to work. And he's always had that work ethic. Like, even though I don't speak the language, I'm working in a low-end job, whatever it may be. He always told me, listen, if I was born in the United States, I'll be a somebody. And he always used to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a crazy opportunity. I came to this country for you, whatever. So that already instilled in me that, like, I have a benefit that a lot of other people don't. So I already like was taking, he basically forced me to acknowledge the privilege that I had growing up in a first world country like the United States, whereas a lot of people just think like, oh, this is just default. It's like, nah, he was like, nah, bro, it's much worse than this. And actually I had been to Sudan before and saw how poor it was in Egypt. So it kind of made me have like a newfound respect for his struggle when he came in. So I look at it like, if you're born in the United States, and you're a bum, like, yo, that's unacceptable because this is truly the land of opportunity. People forget how good we have it here. So he was the one that kind of let me know, like, hey, man, like, it could be much worse than this. You better seize the opportunity.
Facts. Myron, I got 2 questions for you, bro. I know you're busy, so I'm not going to keep you. I got 2 questions, I swear, okay?
Sure.
But I'm not as long-winded as you are. Facts. Hey, yo, Myron learned from Rollo Tomasi the art of being long-winded. I love it. Myron, last year at this time, bro, me and you, we did our first interview, right? Mm-hmm. If you remember, it was June of 2020. And we had already started working together at the 6th. That was the 7th, but we had to kick a bitch nigga out. So, went back to the 6th. Last year at this time, Myron, you didn't even have 10,000 subs. Matter of fact, our first interview, you didn't even have 1,000. Now, Myron, you are bigger than I am. That's facts. Having exploded 100,000 subscribers in a month, right? Your life has changed, obviously, as has your income. Um, how has it been for you? How have you adjusted to it? Because I'm pretty sure you get recognized. And Myron, talk about the slutty bimbos in your DMs. I know they're sliding in. How has life changed for you in the last 2 months, bro?
Different income, different social status, same dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's I think the most important thing is to not forget who you are and not forget those that put you on. Like, there's not many people that could call me like last minute and say, hey man, can you come on and jump on real quick? And Solo's one of those people. So, I'll drop what I'm doing to jump on and help out because.
Hey Myron, you know what we say in Minnesota? We keep it sturdy. Shout out to Mr. Organic and Talk Car Guy Reviews. But yo, Myron, you one of the sturdiest dudes, and you know that. But yeah, go ahead, bro. I mean, and I wasn't even planning this. I just wanted you to shout me out on FaceTime so people would know, like, no copyright infringement. Go ahead, Myron. It's on you, bro. But
no,
so
it's
like you getting more. I mean, Myron, you've been going viral though, bro. Not to cut you off.
Like for the fifth time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just about remembering where you came from and helping those that help you get up. I think a lot of people, they climb the ladder, and then when they climb the ladder, they forget the person that held the ladder for them, and they just retract that bitch and just keep going up on by themselves. And I think that's a terrible way to do business. It's a terrible way to, conduct your life in general. Like, having character is more important than anything. So for me, I don't forget those that put us on and those that helped us out when they didn't have to. And you definitely helped us get our first 1,000 subs before this was even Fresh Fit, when it was still like Unplugged Fitness. So I appreciate that. And yeah, man, I mean, like I said, some things change, the things around you, status, money, whatever it may be, but same dude, bro,
Right. Well, my one thing that I've talked to you about is the politics of YouTube. And I don't know how much you gathered from it, but I remember when I first met you, I told you, hey, don't be surprised if certain people may be cool at first, but then they might pull some shady stuff. And you don't have to get into details, but Myron, now that you're bigger than me, you've probably dealt with it. Do you see what I was telling you about a year ago when I first met? Well, not a year. I met you about 8 months ago for the first time. But do you see now what I'm talking about, where people may act funny style behind the scenes in YouTube? Because a lot of people don't realize the BS that we deal with trying to get interviews and collaborating with people. And let me be honest, guys. Probably 90% of people are solid. Okay, don't get me wrong. 90% of people are solid, but there's 10% of fuckery. Myron, do you want to talk about that? Where have you ever had a guest that was supposed to show up and then all of a sudden they flaked? And you don't have to mention any names, but any stories where you notice like, yo, there's some politics that go on behind YouTube and I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's a lot of, stupidness that goes on behind the scenes. And like, the thing for me is that it's foreign because, I'm not we didn't start like doing YouTube until last year. So like, I came from like a professional background, which I can't disclose right now. But Solo knows what I'm talking about. And oh, you're muted, Solo. You're muted.
Hey, facts. That's why when haters talk about Myron, listen, I don't want no smoke with Myron. The only smoke I want with Myron, I told Myron, once I get in shape, let's hit the field and do like a challenge. We can go live. And Myron says he's down. And I think that, Myron, you need to be challenged because I know Fresh, he ain't doing it. So, listen, Myron, the next time you see me in Miami, bro, the fat is going to be gone, bro, and you better be ready to hit the field and go live. We're going to do Floyd Mayweather, but I'm not going to be Logan Paul. I'm going to be Canelo right now. And then we're going to hit the field live, and then we're going to charge you niggas up the nose. Myron, I know you're down for the shit. And let's not you to Hollywood.
I was ready this week, last time you were here, but you weren't ready. So I'm always ready. But no, man, like, what was I going to say? Yeah, there's a lot of fuckery that goes on behind the scenes, guys. And like, for me, it's foreign because like, I didn't start out a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say no names or anything, but people have definitely flaked. I've definitely seen some stupidity go on behind the scenes. But what I do is I just kind of use it as motivation. So like, and that's why I'm so like, the reason why, like, a lot of people say, Myron, man, you're like so you're so dedicated to like, paying homage to like, Solo TV, etc. Why? And my thing is that the reason why I pay homage to guys that put us on when they didn't have to is because all the guys that didn't want to put us on, you know what I'm saying? All the guys that didn't want to work with us, all the guys that didn't want to give us a chance. And now those guys, and then those guys right now, I'll tell you right now, we've lapped a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to say no names, but that's why I ride so hard for people that put me on. Regardless of how big we get, we're going to ride for them because when you take a chance on like guys like us that are smaller than you, that says a lot about you. So I'm going to definitely like put it back and, like, I was in the middle of doing something right now, but Soul's like, yo, I need you on. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it. I'm jump on right now, drop what I'm doing and do it. And that's what you got to do for people that take a chance on you. You got to reciprocate. The problem is that a lot of people get put on and then they don't forget those that put them on. You know what I'm saying? They act brand new and shit. And that happens a lot in this industry, man. And it's kind of like fuckery to me because like the line of work that I used to come from, you do that's going to cause you problems. So, you know, it is what it is, man. We deal with a bunch of BS in the back scenes, but you know, like I said, as we continue to grow, everyone that helped us grow and helped us get up here, they're going to come with us. Everyone that forgot and ignored us, like, you guys know who you are. Fuck you guys.
And Myron, I appreciate that. And that's real. And that's what I was saying is like, and even Donovan, you know, says it. There's enough in this pot for all of us.
Yeah.
There's no reason for people to beef constantly. And I know that I've had my beefs. Usually it's with thoughts, let's be honest. But there's no reason for us to fight and argue where somebody is bringing behind the scenes stuff and then they bring it on YouTube. That's corny to me. Because if it happened behind the scenes and you talking about daddy's grilling, then keep that behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Myron, last question.
I'll tell you this real quick, just to add on to what you said. People ask, yo, where do you get your work ethic from, whatever. I mean, this is going to probably sound a little like evil and you know, calculated, but like a lot of my effort comes from like wanting to beat those that like to beat the people that, you know, didn't give us a chance. Like a lot of the people that thought we weren't going to make it. Exactly. Everyone that shit on us in the past, that's what I use as the coal to put into the furnace to like propel this channel, to propel myself, whatever it may be. Like, oh, you guys slept on us? I'm going to make sure that I make you look stupid at the end of this. So that's where I get a lot of my motivation from is like, when you doubt me, I'm going to come at you extra harder. And not only am I going to beat you, I'm going to make sure we push your face into the ground and embarrass you in the process. And we're never going to mention your name when we do it either. So that's how that's like a big part of my motivation.
You know, Myron, have you ever seen the, damn, man, my camera foggy because the nigga got that, you know, chubby dude breath. There we go. Let me clean. Okay, now it'll stabilize. There we go. It's stabilized. Myron, have you ever seen the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance?
Yeah, I did. Excellent.
You know what that reminds me of? Because when people ask me, Solo, why are you petty? Why do you always like fight for what you claim or whatever, right? It's because, and Myron, I think you'll get that because me and you, we're in the same cloth when it comes to this. But when people slight us, niggas like us, we take it personal, bro. Like, remember Michael Jordan would always say, yo, George Karl ignored me at dinner. That's when I took it personal. Or Karl Malone won the MVP. That's when I took it personal. But a lot of people will say, oh, well, you guys are soft. No, it's not soft. It's when you look at a guy like Michael Jordan, that mindset, I totally get it. Like, because he played basketball at the highest level. So any little slight or any little thing that he could use as motivation, he would, right? Myron, talk about that concept, because to me, that's like an alpha male concept, a high value male concept, that we're all about competition. And a lot of guys don't like to hear that, especially these black pillow losers that are always crying on Saturday nights. But talk about it. Is that like, men, we are competitive, aren't we? I mean, steel sharpens steel, or is that a narcissistic Myron Gaines is just trying to get back at women who hurt him, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, I mean, nah, it's not even like, I would say the worst thing you could do is cross someone that's competitive. Like if you slight someone that's extremely competitive, like a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, whatever, a lot of the top athletes, when you look at like their motivation to be the best, 9 out of 10 times it's the sickest of someone that didn't like believe in them, you know? And I say this, what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about women, bro. I don't give a fuck about women. We kick them off the show every day, including last night. I'm talking about male competitors that wrote us off. I don't care about chicks whatsoever, you know, because women don't, I always say women don't live in the same reality that men do. We live in a fact-based reality. A lot of these chicks live in Disney World in a bizarre land where performance doesn't matter. For men, it does. So I'm competing myself strictly to men. I don't even look at women as like a competitor because they don't live the same reality that we do, bro. Like women are champion no matter what they do, no matter how poor they act, no matter how ridiculous they act, but men aren't. So I put my competition with dudes of the same cloth, not a whole other demographic that, quite frankly, isn't on the same timetable as we are. And
you know what? Seeing you and Fresh grow, that has inspired me and motivated me to be better. You know what I mean? I'm hitting the gym harder now. I'm eating better. And Myron, by the way, next time I come to Miami, Myron, like I said, we are having the field off. But y'all, hey, let's state this for the record. By that time, Myron will have 1 million subs. He'd be like, nah, Solo, I'm too big to do that now.
Nah, we never forget. You know what I'm saying? We always fuck with everybody, bro.
All right. Myron, last question. I know you got a last question.
Sure.
So about last night, right? So here's the situation. You got one. Is that natural? I don't know. 2, she's natural. We get natural Weavatron. You right? Talk about last night. What happened last night? And then one of the women actually put hands on you, bro. How did this accumulate? I mean, we're gonna do the playback, but how was your vibe? Because with these shows, you never know where it's gonna go. But Frank Castle, I mean, there were a few moments that triggered Frank, and then it went all to a head. But tell your version, bro, because we never hear, and maybe you guys do this on Patreon, but we never hear the after, right? Where you give like a recount after the fact. So go ahead and let the audience know, yo, this is what these girls were doing, or this is why I kicked them out. Because we only see the after or the during the live, but we never hear your thoughts after to kind of clear the shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, first and foremost, if you guys want to see the full thing, patreon.com/freshfit, we always gotta, take stupidity and monetize it somehow, right? So that's number one. But no, I mean, well, Solo, you're my witness, because some people have like actually come and said like, oh, y'all script this crap. Yo, it's fake, it's staged. And I'm like,
yo, guys, it's not scripted. Guys, I swear, the girls don't even half the time know the podcast. I gotta keep it real. They're just thoughts looking for clout. Let me say that again. They're random OnlyFans or Instagram thoughts looking for clout. So when they see how many followers you guys got, they're like, oh, okay. Some of the girls do know, but Myron didn't say, hey, Solo, look down at this girl's chest during the 1 minute and 57 months. No, it is naturally authentic. That's why you heard Myron overtalk me. You know what I'm saying? It's all good because it's not scripted. Facts.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just when people say that, I always laugh. Like, bro, like that would be a lot of staging to do that. So that's first and foremost. You were here, you saw that clearly. It's not. So the thing is that people got to understand is that I don't handle any of the networking and bringing the chicks. Like my man Chris, our producer, schedules all of them, and then that chick actually with the curly hair wasn't even supposed to be on the show. Her friend, the rapper, was going to be on, and she was just going to support. But when she got here, it always happens. They'll say, "Oh, I don't want to come on." And then they come on and they see the professional setup. They see like we're really about it. And they're like, you know what? I want to come on. So, all right, cool. We got enough mics to support it. We got like 15 mics, a bunch of chairs, whatever it may be. So we can scale it up or down however we need to. So, all right, cool. So she came on and I've been really working on my anger. As you guys know, I'm sure you guys have probably noticed that like I have a lot more patience now. And, I try to give them some chances. They acted crazy. And then I had to tell them, yo, you guys got to go. And as usual, like chicks aren't used to being a lot of chicks, especially like girls like that. They're not used to being accountable. They didn't want to hold the L on air live. So they just wanted to sit there and stay. And the biggest thing that's funny is like one of the chicks was like, I need my waiver, because we make girls sign a waiver before we start the show because of shit like this. And what she doesn't understand is that I was like, bro, we're not going to give you the waiver because that is literally what you waived. Stupid. And that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like literally stupid. And then on top of that, they didn't want to leave. So it was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I called security and I called the cops too, because like last time we had this shit happen, it went on way too long.
Wait, Myron, was that assistant there? The POG?
The POG?
You remember I don't know what her name is, but the big booty Becky that she was serving drinks and she was helping everybody out. Listen, guys, they have a POG as their assistant.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't there that night, was she?
Yeah, no, Crystal wasn't there. Shout out to her.
That's why y'all fucked up. She should have been there. If she was there, that shit would have been handled.
I'll tell you this, when we have, because a lot of the times, you guys only see the front, but a lot of times we have like girls over that like me and Fresh fuck with, whatever it may be. And I'll tell you this, when we have chicks here, the girls act a lot different than when we don't have girls here. Because like when they come in and they see other chicks, they don't know what type of time it is with them. So they'll like behave. But like sometimes like situations like this, where we don't have our girls over, they'll act crazy like that, which is kind of funny. So, but yeah, no, she wasn't here that night.
Hey, you got to have her over. Hey, Myron, you know what a POG is, bro?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, hold up. We got to run up. Shout out to thecoli.com. We got to run up. Hey, yo, Myron Gaines likes POGs on the low. You know what I'm saying? Myron was his 6'4" ass, man. He be breaking them all. Facts, son. You know what I mean?
Every Facts. Now and then, I'm an equal opportunity employer unless, certain skin tone.
Well, Myron, I want to say this because I didn't get to say this to you. But, bro, I'm very proud of you, bro. Remember, bro, even before you had 1,000 subscribers while you gained it, I told you would get 100,000 subs. And I told Fresh, too. You guys now have almost 250,000 subs together. But, bro, and here's the funny part. I told you guys this each individually before because matter of fact, what you guys are doing on YouTube, bro, is an innovative thing. Nobody's doing what you guys are doing. You guys are interviewing girl after girl after girl every night. And it's not just one race. It's multiple races, different jobs, different backgrounds. How do you adjust or adapt to interviewing? One day you're interviewing a hood rat. The next day you're interviewing a girl who's like a CEO for some startup company making $100,000 a year. Like, there's game involved. Is there not? How you interview difference between a hood rat and one of these Karens that makes $100,000 a year? Isn't there a game involved, or no? You just interview all the girls the same way.
Yeah, I mean yeah, I mean, the interviewing girls day in and day out is tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit is stressful, man. But you know, it is what it is. But what I would say is, like, it's funny because we get a lot of, you know, hate from our detractors saying like, oh, why don't you debate a real woman? All you do is bring on bimbos from OnlyFans and you know, strippers and stuff, and they don't know what they're saying. And I would tell them all the time, like, bruh, we've brought on successful entrepreneur women as well. We definitely have, you know, that have startup companies, whatever it is, making $100,000, bro. I always say it. The hardware is different.
Yeah. You guys had a special events coordinator come on yesterday.
Yeah, like we the hardware is different, but the software is the same. Like the only difference between like a career woman and like a lot of these like OnlyFans girls or whatever is that the career women have way less tolerance for a broke boy. If we're gonna be honest about it. Like they just, like, their thing is like their standards are higher because they have a higher perceived sense of value from themselves because they have a career. But then I have to kind of bring them back to reality, let them know, yo, your career doesn't really make you sexy like that. Just know that. And it's for a lot of them, it's like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like they hit that kind of like that reality, that cold hard reality, like, damn, it smacks them in the face like, oh, so you're telling me that men aren't checking for a woman with a career? Like, nah, baby girl, like your coworkers and all that other shit, they say that because they want to get laid. Dudes lie all the time to get boxed. So, you know, it is what it is. But the hardware is different, but the software is the same. And like, and I'll tell you this, the girls that like work for OnlyFans or strippers or models, whatever, they're the most aware of these realities. You know what I'm saying? It's like the career women that are the most delusional, if we're going to keep it at that.
Hey, yo, ask if they smash Kiki Clown.
Nah. We purposely, bro, we don't like deal with like chicks that like you see on the show like regularly. We purposely try not to mess with them, man, because that fucks. When you get box involved with money, it causes issues, man. So nah.
Myron, I got to give you your roses, bro. Hold up real quick. We got a super chat. Hey, Myron, tell these niggas to run up the likes, super chat, cash app. Yo, Myron, get into that ninja shit. Tell these niggas they got to run that shit up. We got Myron, listen, we got Myron Gaines while he is lucid, sober. Well, he's always sober. Myron doesn't drink.
Yeah.
When I went to Miami, no cap, Myron had the biggest bottle of water I ever saw. I was like, oh, shit. I should have been doing that. You niggas run that shit up. Myron, tell these niggas.
So, guys, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, because a lot of you guys are probably watching this shit and not liking the goddamn video. So make sure you like the video, support Solo. You know what I'm saying? If you support Solo, you support me too, because, you know, he's obviously a very important part of us even meeting in the first place, man. There's a reason why, you know, I dropped what I was doing to jump on the stream for a bit, you know, to talk with Solo. Like, not many people can do that. So, you know, show some respect, guys, to one of the OGs. And, you know, Solo, thank you for everything that you do, man.
Hold on, Myron, real quick. Congrats, Myron. Y'all lapped the playback STD, the fraud broke boy lifestyle, third world country trick. And next is Philion and Curtis. Myron, do you want to address that? I mean, I'm not here for the beef. Somebody cash app that, so I'm just, you know, remember, Myron, you were the nigga that said, yeah, man, F that dude. You know, hey, yo, Myron triggered it. When people wonder why I went in on that STD guy, Myron super chatted something, and I was lit. As soon as I saw that, bro, I went on a cooking spree like never before. Even Myron was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Solo. Myron, tell these niggas, I'm not one to be fucked with when it comes to like roasting, but you guys roast too. But go ahead, Myron. Do you want to address any of the haters or fuckboys previously? And you can do it on my channel because it's messy. And I don't get a lot of views, so.
Nah, I mean, you know, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You know, all those guys got lapped, and then we're about to, you know, we're definitely going to pass Philion and Curtis, because the difference between us and them is that our content isn't dependent upon roasting other people. We actually bring value as content creators ourselves. We don't have to sit here and talk smack about people. When all your main videos that have the most views are you talking about someone else, All your videos that get the most views are you talking about somebody else that's more clouded than you. You already took a L. So like we already kind of had a business idea where we're not going to mention other people and make money off that, like need to consistently attack other people to make money. So I was like, nah, it is what it is, So, we're blessed to be able to have our own original content and not need to rely on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because drama, the problem is this, when you do drama type content, yeah, you'll get views, but them niggas aren't paying. You know what I'm saying? You're getting views from like people that don't give a fuck about you. They're just there for, the storm. So, that's what happens. There's consequences to getting, I always say, fast solutions leads to slow problems. And that's definitely one of them. You know what I mean? Just like a stripper that gets her money fast at the club, well, there's going to be negative ramifications of people not taking her seriously and her not being able to settle down. Same shit with content creators that need to get that need to insult other people to get clout or whatever it may be. Yeah, you'll get views and shit, but that ain't sustainable. And on top of that, the views that you're getting are trash and you won't be able to convert those supporters to customers. So, hey, man, it is what it is. Business 101. And
wait. Myron, you kind of skipped over my last question, bro. So, Myron, now that you've gone viral, 100,000 subs, you get recognized everywhere we go. Let's talk about the thoughts, the bimbos that are sliding your DMs. Myron, let's keep it real. Have you had a few girls? I mean, and you've been viral too. We didn't even get to touch on that on TikTok multiple times and WorldStar. But are the thotty box? Are the thoughts, the bimbos? And by the way, I love your term bimbos because it's like an 80s term, right? I love it. But are they sliding in Myron Gaines DMs looking to swallow him? Pause.
Nah, I mean, not really, man. Like most of my followers are men and like chicks, like they'll see my content and get triggered. Like some girls slide here or there, but it's like, it's nothing like where, if I was like a blue checkmark athlete and like chicks are hitting me up, like just because, because I remember that my content is real controversial. So like, if anything, I get a lot of like death threats and hate from like feminists and shit like that, but it is what it is, man. I don't like, I say what's on my mind and I don't really care about what women think, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of a beauty too. Cause like some chick tried to put me on blast last week and she was like,
I remember that.
Yeah. And it's funny because she was like, oh, I could put you on blast and expose this and make you look bad. I was like, try me, bitch. The problem is this, I'm congruent to who I am at all times. Like I'm not a fitness industry dude. Like I'm not scared to have a chick like DM. Like, go ahead and leak those DMs. As a matter of fact, I'll fucking help you. And when she leaked them, I reposted her shit and she blocked me after that because she realized like, oh, I can't hurt this nigga, man. So
and real talk. And I was in Miami when this was going down. We were at dinner. Myron was even like showing us some of the screenshots. Like, I think Myron, she wanted to get some of your LBC. That's light skin, big. You already know. Like, I think Myron, she wanted you to bunker bust her. Would you have given her the force with 10,000 Thors, bro?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's just that like I know that she's been around. So like I love when girls that are like used up, kind of like, that they're used up and they try to like make it seem like they're angels and shit like that. Like, bruh, no, we already know.
She belongs to the streets.
So I'm not about to pay.
Wait, Myron, play it again.
Play it again. I said I'm not
She belongs to the streets.
I'm not about to take a chick like that serious. So it's like, like it is what it is. So I basically was, the less I care, the more upfront I am. I'm like, yo, we're not doing nothing unless we smash. She got mad about that. And it's like, it's just funny because like we live in a world now where like women think like, oh, it's okay for me to like get attention and resources, or in this case, maybe clout or whatever it may be off of you. But if you want something in return that's sexual, it's fucked up. It's like, no, I'm just saying that I ain't gonna fuck with you unless that happens. You ain't hitting me with the Harvey Weinstein. Like I'm the same dude through and through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't expose me when I already am the way I am. And I said, if anything, you're just helping me out because it's showing I'm even more congruent to who I say I am on the internet. So, because she thought I was a fitness industry guy, because that's how we had like middle ground. And fitness industry niggas, bro, I'll tell you this, fitness industry niggas are scared because they got to kind of uphold a certain image of cleanliness because, they have female subscribers, male subscribers, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I say what's on my mind.
Myron, all them fitness dudes, I'm not going to mention no names, they all fuck with Becky. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
They might be like on that Black Power shit, on that, I love my sisters, but they all fucking Becky. Facts.
Yeah, man. And that's not a knock. Let me make that very clear. That's not a knock to fitness industry guys. I understand it's a business and whatever, and they got an image to upkeep. All I'm simply saying is that I don't have an image to upkeep. I say what's on my mind, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'd rather do that and have a smaller channel with more loyal followers than have like a big ass channel of, lukewarm people that want me to be politically correct and not offend people. I'm not here to, just get clout off of like just blown up. Like if I'm gonna get clout, I'm gonna do it under my terms, which is I'm gonna be the same dude 100%. You know what I'm saying? All times.
Hey guys, and I want to say this real quick. Myron, I got to give you your roses, bro. I mean, and real talk, because I saw the work ethic in you, how you made your rounds on, Rule Zero, and the videos, the quality, the production. And that's like, yeah, this guy's going to get 100K easily. And then shout out to Fresh. I saw the same thing with his gold digger pranks, the thumbnails, how he orchestrated the pranks. You guys are grinders. I respect you so much. And yo, I mean, I said 100,000, so I wasn't wrong, but I never saw this coming, how big you are. Matter of fact, I even got girls now because I was on your show in Minneapolis DMing me, talking all this crazy stuff about how they want to, meet a brother. So I want to say kudos to you, Myron. And do you have any final words about my reaction video that I'm about to talk about? Anything else you want to say that you didn't get to say, bro?
Yeah, man, guys, just, understand that, some people are crazy. Understand that, this might happen to you where a chick is gonna, do some stupid stuff like that. We got it all on video and stuff like that. Obviously, like the smack didn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? She's like a weak little girl, so it is what it is. But this is what happens, guys. Like chicks act crazy like this. And I do want to say this.
Yo, Myron, real talk. Hold on. But when she smacked you, bro. I'm sorry. I got to ask you, bro. Because when she smacked you, bro, like, Myron, I'm not going to lie, bro. You're a better man than me. But you kind of went towards her and you pointed your finger at her. What were you saying? Because I didn't really hear that part. When you pointed your finger at her while you were walking towards her.
Yeah, so she had slapped the phone out of my hand like 1 or 2 times already. So, and then when she did it the second time, I told her, yo, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, and you guys will see it behind the scenes on Patreon. But I basically told her, if you touch me one more time, I'm going to grab you by your hair and I'm going to physically throw you out in 1080p, bitch. And she stopped acting crazy. And then when security came, she decided to start getting riled up again. And every time she talked the most shit, she was in close proximity of the security guard. So like, she knew what time it was, bro. She didn't act crazy again until then. And then that's when she did that stupid shit. The third time was when security was there. And I was like, oh, if security weren't here, you wouldn't have done that. So it is what it is, man. But y'all could get the whole behind the scenes because there was more craziness after that on the Patreon.
Okay. And Myron, besides www.patreon.com/freshfit, where can the viewers find you?
Yeah, man. Subscribe to us on, Fresh and Fit, our YouTube channel. And then we also got a clip channel, Fresh and Fit Clips. Where we compile all the clips from the main channel and put them on there. So if you guys don't have 2 hours to watch, you could definitely go on there and check it out. And yeah, thanks for having me on, Solo.
No doubt. But Myron, you know what? First of all, Myron, you're a motherfucker. Next time, Myron, I don't want Fresh to pick me up in his Louis Vuitton glasses. Next time, Myron, I need you to pick me up from the airport. Number 1, and number 2, we're gonna do that interview, or I'm gonna bring it back to the first time you guys interviewed before you blew up, where I roasted you motherfuckers. Don't think if you have 1 million subs, I won't roast you in front of all them girls, bro. Like, matter of fact, I ain't got nothing to lose. You just be like, fuck Solo TV 84. We ain't never bringing this nigga back on again. Thanks. Myron is like, yo, Myron, you remember that first interview we did, right? I put on a clinic. Myron was like, God damn, man. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but did you put it out yet? That first one? Put it out, man.
The first one? No. The first interview. I'm talking about the first time you guys interviewed me with Goofy Tubes.
Oh, yeah. No,
I lit you and Fresh the fuck up that whole interview, bro. But you know what, Myron? One thing I appreciate about you is I've seen the growth. You've become a much better interviewer. When you talk to the girls, you're calmer. You're still long-winded as fuck. You got to work on that shit. Long-winded like a motherfucker. But, bro, I love your analogies. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that, bro, you're the same guy still. Granted, you don't smile anymore, but I know why. Because when you interview bimbos every day, mentally, it's taxing. Guys don't even have a clue. They don't. And I'm pretty sure, Myron, you're like, yo, when you were done, you're like, yo, I don't even want to deal with a bitch right now. I just want to be by myself.
Oh, yeah, no, I kind of tell him, like, yo, I kind of insinuate, like, oh, y'all got to leave right now. Because, like, yeah, definitely it takes a lot of mental energy, man. And, it is what it is. Like, can nobody else do this, man? Like, people might, bring girls on their shit, whatever, but to have the amount of girls that we do at the quality that we have it, and in person, in studio, ain't nobody doing that shit. So it is what it is, man. We're just blessed to have the platform to do it. It's annoying, but I don't argue with the girls to argue with the girls. I do it because, like, I know the guys, like, they can learn a lot. Like, this is how a lot of modern day women think. And you guys hear it from them versus from, like, other RP content creators. Like, we could, echo chamber all day to ourselves, but for you guys to hear it, in person, real time, it's a whole other thing.
Right. Myron, I'm gonna just leave it at this before you leave, bro. I know you got a big trip coming up to Cali. You niggas better shout me out when you're on that platform. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say.
Dom the Monko.